In Canada, they'll fine you for hate speech if you use the wrong pronouns.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but his daddy snuck him into it. That's how he got into it. That's what I heard on the DL. His daddy got him the job.
Justin Trudeau is a sociopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys have committed hate speech numerous times.
Yeah, I've had an LGBT plus Q plus.
Here's the thing.
Two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, and additional sexuality and gender diverse people. That's why I'm so excited.
In my head, a clip that I seen of Trudeau. He was like outside of a restaurant or something, and some guy took a selfie with him. And then as he's taking the selfie with him, he like called him a piece of shit or something. And then Trudeau just was like, "Hey, well, have a nice day, sir." And it's like it's like, dude, if that was, like, I feel like Cuomo or someone would like punch the guy in the face or something. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, an old school New Yorker, like, you can't just do that. Like, but then the Trudeau's just like, "Have a nice day, sir." And I was like, that's the most fascinating human behavior. Like, you could say anything to that guy, and he'll just be like, "Have a good day. Have a good day."
It's also like the boss that's like, the boss right now that has all the young people being like, we need to do this and this and this, and thinking like, oh, okay, if I give them all their stuff, like, they'll leave me alone. And it was like, no, if you give them all their stuff, it'll be worse. It's like, you'd have no chance of winning these people. They hate you. They see you as their enemy, but you're like, oh no, these are. We can be on the same side. I'm not racist. Like, no, they hate you.
Trudeau Towers?
Yeah, I said Trudeau
That's
Towers.
the Prime Minister that went chocolate face, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but his daddy snuck him into it. That's how he got into it. That's what I heard on the DL. His daddy got him the job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Trudeau.
Yeah, he did blackface, and they thought that he was going to lose his job. But
he did Aladdin face, dude. And let's go. We have a culture corner. Let's go. Let's get the down low on that.
You have a problem with the Aladdin face?
I mean...
Because
y'all just put a lot of pressure on me.
Well, you're the. We can't ask ourselves.
I'm not
dude.
offended.
If you ask us, we're fine with it.
Oh, that's not Aladdin face. That
is
straight up
not
black
Aladdin
face.
face.
But he's Aladdin.
It's just he's Aladdin.
He also tried.
He just went with the wrong tone.
He also. You never know. Maybe they were out of the brown. Also, it's tough to get the brown.
I've never seen anybody that out of the brown. Can we click on the? Can we get the picture larger?
Here's the problem. They're looking at me with those maple hoes up top left. Hey, but here's the thing. He said he was in high school at the time. Ain't nobody buying that. But all of Canada bought it. How motherfucker's not in high school? Look at those guys with beards. Look at
People
these
are
boys.
tall in Canada, bro. People are tall.
Wait,
in high school.
what is the
It's a costume party, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go as whatever, like
with his homies.
a Javar."
He said Aladdin. He went as Javar.
But those are his homies.
Javal.
Yeah, those are his boys.
I think he went as JaVale McGee, actually.
Apparently he's in 8th grade there. That's
He
what
said
he
he was
said.
in 8th grade? That don't look like that's a big ass 8th grader.
But guys, we're not. Look, whether you guys are pedophiles or not isn't the question.
Yeah,
The question here is whether or not the guy is.
And here's the question for the culture corner. Me and you have no issue with it.
Yeah.
Well, I have issue with some of it. If you go, I like to. If you're gonna go, like, kind of like. I feel like you should be able to impersonate your favorite characters. Like, say if you like Luke Cage or something, and you're a kid and you want to be Luke Cage, but you can't, But if you're like dressing up like a black person to be mean, or dressing up like an Asian person.
To make fun of him?
Yeah, dude, then that's fucking crazy.
I mean, everything comes with, I think it's the intentions, man.
He went full Aladdin here.
Well, he even dipped his hands in something.
Yeah.
I think he went too dark, though. I feel like he used even squid or something. I don't know what he used to dye himself.
Again, I'm gonna give him a little bit of a pass because this is tough to get that.
RuPaul's Drag Race. You should be on there.
Justin Trudeau just got that gig.
I heard.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he's going to go on there.
Justin Trudeau's.
Stay away from the shoe polish, Justin. That's not for you.
That is pretty funny that Justin Trudeau is going to be on RuPaul's Drag Race rating drag queens.
I mean, dude, he's got nothing left to do.
Yeah, that is.
He's done everything there is to do as a prime minister. Now he's just got to like kind of just finish out his days, just fucking the dog,
Yeah, I guess he is. This is him fucking the dog a little bit.
In Canada now, their Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. This is true. Just $100 million. This is a guy, by the way, who seized bank accounts, right, assets for truckers, who simply wanted to protest the lockdowns, which, by the way. we now know, according to the CDC, there should be no different guidance for vaccinated or unvaccinated. The truckers back then in Canada were saying, hey, you know what? We can't be treated like second-class citizens. We need to be allowed to work. Now, isn't it interesting that Trudeau is still flying in the face of the new science in a lot of ways, if you actually look at their policies. It's not on full lockdown, but there are different policies for vaccinated, unvaccinated. I don't know what their new policy is as far as going in or leaving Canada, if they still have the quarantine.
I think it's still that way.
But it's certainly more strict than the United States and more strict than the CDC would actually recommend. So who's the science denier now? I don't understand the rule book, but I do.
Hey, if you're enjoying the content, please like the video, share with your friends, and hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you very much. It helps me out a lot.
You know that he has another science pet project. That's $100 million as an action plan to support the 2S LGBTQI+. This is a real thing. I want you to hear it straight from the overly proud of himself Prime Minister of Canada's mouth. Okay, wrong clip, sorry.
Yeah.
We have the right one. Here he is, the 2S LGBTQI plus $100 million. And by the way, you need to understand that for Canada, that's the equivalent to like 50 trillion here in the United States, right? They do not have a lot of money.
Yes, no.
Here he is.
Our government has been committed to protecting the rights of two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, and additional sexuality and gender diverse people. That's why I'm so excited today to announce a historic first, the launch of Canada's first ever 2S LGBTQI plus action plan.
Look at the flag! Pelosi should be wearing that like a scarf. And by the way, in case you needed any more proof that the left, that the progressive leftism is a religion, they've now included two-spirit. Because we've gotten so far away from the science, it's a spirit thing. No. We're no longer at biological sex. We're no longer even at social constructs of gender. It's a spiritual issue, two-spirit. I still don't fully know what it means.
I don't either.
I understand it to be a queer who's part Native American. No, that's not even a joke. That's my general understanding.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Well, I haven't the foggiest.
He's included two-spirit, but he's put it at the end most of the time. Now they have jumped the line.
Yeah, he's given them priority. So here's Trudeau, a quote. He said, 75% of the funding will go toward community organizations focused on diversity and inclusion because that's where the real work of support comes from. I don't even know what that means. I know the acronym 2SLGBT stands for two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, and additional sexual.
I'm just glad you could explain it, because for a minute I thought it was something silly.
Yes, for a moment I was worried. It does remind me that we need to, guys, the interns pick up toilet paper for our new two-spirit bathroom.
One ply?
Two-spirit ply.
Okay.
Now, the CBC, they heralded the plan as historic for the 2S LGBT community. Okay. Here's the thing.
Historic.
And by the way, great work from Ginger Snap, because I sent this to him and I said, hey, did you guys notice anything in this article? And right away, Ginger Snap's like, yeah, they used the wrong acronym like 5 times in a row. I said, yeah, can we just find a couple of other articles that likely do the same thing? And he's like, it took me 10 minutes. I found like 50. Which ones do you want?
Yeah, there's too many.
So the CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, used 2SLGBT. Okay. But Trudeau clearly announced the plan was for the 2SLGBTQI plus community. CBC forgot the QI plus. That's the most important part. Luckily, they corrected their error in the very next paragraph and explained, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau unveiled a strategy dubbed Canada's first federal 2SLGBTQI plus action plan. Okay, so they used the right one. But then 5 paragraphs later, they screwed up again and used the acronym 2SLGBT. They forgot 3 of the letters / call signs.
QI plus.
QI plus.
And plus is just like whatever the hell else you think of.
So overall, the article switches back and forth 4 times in the announcement.
But you've got to get it right.
Exactly.
It just shows that no one knows anymore.
Right.
I think Justin Trudeau's he sent a tweet out the other day that had an LGBT plus Q plus thing that was like umlaut plus. Like his list is.
It was absurdly long.
It's getting longer and longer and longer. But So piss off a lot of the folks on the left who make a lot of noise. They react. Then everyone on the right reacts to the people on the left, not the actual material. Of course. It's just, why is Joy Behar, why is her nose so out of joint? So now you've got everybody.
Right.
You got one action. One is attacking the act. The other is attacking the people who attack the act. But that's still everybody.
Which is
and
weird.
now everyone is just talking about it.
You're right.
And then everybody's like, well, then all the folks on the right who might not even watch a Dave Chappelle special is like, all right, now I got to see what's going on here. And they all watch it. How many people watch it just simply because of the controversy? Like a lot. Many. So there is a method to that madness.
No,
Like,
you're right.
I think he knows what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
And Justin Trudeau is going to be called a great man, then the world has gone mad.
I got to explain that. Yeah, this is in Canada. There was a guy held in Guantanamo Bay who confessed to killing an American, who was a terrorist, who was in Bin Laden's compound. He got out of Guantanamo Bay, went to Canada, sued. Canadian government settled for like $10.5 million. Justin Trudeau was behind the settlement. Said that if they didn't do that, the courts would probably award him more, the courts in Canada. So your point is absolutely right on.
I don't really have any desire to go to Canada and be subject to dictator Trudeau's whims.
I would be worried that they'd lock us up.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys have committed hate speech numerous times.
Yeah, I know.
To be honest.
Well,
You
that
may
was
be
just when I was talking to you in the parking lot.
Yeah. We could be criminals in
what they consider
you showed up
hate
late,
speech.
to be fair.
Hate speech.
What Canada considers hate speech. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
That one couple sued that comedian for like calling them lesbians. He like was doing some crowd work, called them lesbians, and then they were able to sue him. And the government over there were fucking. They're like, yeah, sue him.
They
It's hate
actually
speech.
won.
Yeah, the girls won.
Holy shit. You know, a kid hit me up about going to Canada, and that's a short flight, and I've been thinking, but it's fucked over there.
Listen
like,
to
I'm
me.
scared of Canada now.
Justin Trudeau is a sociopath.
Yeah.
The only time he showed any humanity in his life, any regular personness, is when he did blackface, unfortunately.
It was you know what's funny is I know that he knew he needed to go brown face because Aladdin is, he looks like Rouman. But he went the extra mile. He went blackface just to do it.
Can we pull up the picture of him doing it? I remember him smiling.
Oh, he looks like the Joker. He looks like Heath Ledger's Joker when he's smiling.
Justin Trudeau blackface. It is bad up there. They're seizing handguns. They're seizing your Bitcoin. They're calling you a Nazi if you have any qualms about how the place is getting governed. Look at that.
Oh
Look how
my
creepy that guy
God,
looks.
dude. That's incredible. And he had his hand around that girl. He painted his hands black. He's got a hand around that girl's neck. You know you've been fucking, though, dude. He was a ladies' man, or is a ladies' man, I hope. I hope that he is.
Jordan Peterson said about Justin Trudeau, I've never seen the man say a sincere word. I've watched his speeches closely.
Oh, that's not a bad impression of Jordan. I don't know what happened to him, man, but like something happens to politicians.
Those guys look legitimately Middle Eastern or Indian or something. Why are they signing off on this?
Yeah, they like it. They don't give a
think
fuck.
it's funny, I guess.
They probably think it's hilarious, dude.
As bad as it possibly gets. This guy didn't do black face. This guy did black arms and shins.
I never understand quite why they hate Trudeau. Like, most people hate him completely.
They didn't used to. He was bad, and he's been bad for 12 years now, so people are like fed up with
12
it.
years? You can be a president in Canada?
Forever.
Whoa.
For the end of times.
Yo.
He's the least liked president since his dad.
But they said, though, that they said that someone gave me one reason, and it was that he just, like, in Canada, one place, they just turned power off. I don't know if it was during, like, COVID or something, but there was some kind of situation
The truckers?
They just turned off power for a while, like, took against, like, people's will.
It's the kind of shit he does, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Whoa, what a dictator up there.
That's what I would do. A real dictator.
If I was the president, I would just shut the power down. Every
Yeah,
time
dude.
people crossed me.
Yeah,
the best, dude.
Just cutting promos with your like hand Bane.
on the switch.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you something. That would be balls if fucking Trump had a fucking breaker switch that you
Yeah,
just turn
dude.
off Hollywood.
Like a Frankenstein
when everyone's mean about him.
I'm orange, now we're all black.
North Hollywood, Malibu.
That'd be great.
Fuck all those people.
And there's a real difference between the elites in power and the average American citizen. Oh, absolutely. Like they try and make it seem like either, it's like roots with gay dudes, or you're pro LGBT. It's like, no, hold on, there's a middle ground where a lot of people are like, no, do whatever you want, that's fine, but you can't just say there are limitless genders, and then in Canada, they'll fine you for hate speech if you use the wrong pronouns.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I have a friend, this is why I come from background as a comic, a friend in Canada who was fined for a joke.
For a joke?
For a joke.
Yeah. So the freedom of speech doesn't extend to Canada the same way it does here?
No, not at all. And it wasn't even a racist joke, or it's not that would make it acceptable. It wasn't racist, it wasn't sexist, it wasn't homophobic. It was a joke about a kid from a Make-A-Wish Foundation who, he was like on their version of American Idol. And what happened is, everyone supported this kid. So I'm butchering the joke because I don't remember it, but he literally got fined, put before a human rights tribunal. His joke was like, okay, we all supported this kid. We all wanted him to be on Canadian Idol. And the kid was awful, right? But it was like a Make-A-Wish thing. He's like, so we did it, we supported it, we voted for him, but now this has gone on 5 years, and he still won't die.
Man.
That was his But it turns out the kid's mom lied about what he had later on.
Wow. So like that girl, that was their way to get in. Like the girl that her mom made up all the
proxy thing? Yeah. It's called like Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah.
She Rose Blanchard.
Yeah. The gypsy girl.
Oh yeah. He was fined for that joke, and the mom was like, "This caused unbelievable."
They had people donating so much stuff, man. They was making money hand over fist.
Yeah, it's
I didn't know Canada. That's interesting. I didn't know Canada didn't have that level of freedom.